Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wolves Career Mode. This is Season 1, Episode 11, and this will be the first episode in a long time where we're starting the video top of the table. Despite losing the last match of the last episode, we are still level on points with Reading, but ahead of them in terms of league position due to goal differential. So very exciting times here at Wolves, and I'll be doing my best to keep us top of the table throughout the entirety of this episode. But if you are enjoying this career mode, make sure to show your support by leaving a like on this video. It really is appreciated, and I'll be making a full effort to try to get this career mode out on a more regular basis. And when you guys support the series, that is just an extra motivator for me. But moving over to the agenda for today's episode, we'll start with a match on the 23rd, a home match against Ipswich Town, and then a midweek fixture away against Millwall. We'll close out the month of December with another away match against Bristol City. With the January transfer window quickly approaching, I wanted to give you an overview of our squad so you can get a better idea as to what positions we may look to improve in the upcoming transfer window. And we'll start with the goalkeeper position. Ruddy has been very consistent in the first half of the season, and we have a few youth academy prospects coming through from Nigeria, so I don't think we need to bring in another goalkeeper to this team. Now, our defense is interesting because we have Douglas, who recently recovered from his injury and is now back into the first team, but he is 28 years old, so he's reaching his prime, and we may need to start thinking about the future. We have Bully, who's a loanee for the club, Cody, who's in his mid-20s, and he's a captain for us, so I think he's doing all right. And then Doherty, who's also in his mid-20s and has been very consistent. So I think bringing in a center back and a left back could very well be an option as we start to think about the future. The same could be said for this defensive center defensive mid spot, because Ndai is another loanee. He's getting up there in age, and I would like to have a little bit more depth at that position. Yes, we have Saiz, but we already received a couple of transfer bids in the summer for Saiz, so we may look to sell him in this upcoming transfer window while his market value is extremely high, have a club overpay for him, and then bring in a very high potential center defensive mid. Now, I don't think we need to sign any attackers in this winter transfer window because we already signed 2 in the summer with Podence and Afobe. We're scoring lots of goals, and I would consider us to be the best attacking team in the championship. I believe the 5 players that I've added to our short list do reflect the sentiments I just made. We have 3 defensive-minded players with Enrique, Junca, and Reyes, and then 2 more attacking-minded players with Akeche and Canales. Each of these players are going to have high potential, and they will be players that we can use for the future, especially if we do reach the Premier League next season. So I'll have a poll in the top right of your screen. Let me know which of these 5 players you'd like me to sign on a pre-contract basis. A closer look at the league table, we'll see Ipswich Town, our upcoming opponents, all the way down in 19th. They've only picked up 5 wins this year compared to our 15, so obviously we're going to be favorites for this one. Keeping our upcoming midweek fixture against Millwall in mind, I think there's a good chance that I'll be making some early substitutions in this match, but I still wanted to bring out a full-strength starting 11 just to get into my FIFA rhythm and also start this episode off with a win. I'm not too familiar with most of these Ipswich Town players, but of course I am familiar with the formation they're using. It'll be a 4-2-3-1 versus a 4-2-3-1. Over the top ball played from Ipswich Town, and it seems to have worked for them. Chance for their striker Garner to get inside the box or send in a cross. He will, and that is a very strange turn of events, but it's a goal for Ipswich Town. It just seemed like it was a magnet to the ball, and it kept on going back to their players. Not much Ruddy could have done about that. And we'll go down 1-0 early in this one. Good header 1 from Bully, and this is Jotza. Finding Ndaye. Over to Costa. Some nice play. We have a player running through. This will be Jota. He almost got there. The keeper stretches out an arm and got just enough of the ball to make the save. We are close to scoring this goal, and I think it's going to come in the first half. There we go. Great play. Come on, Podence. You need to be finishing from there. I double tapped the B button to try to go for a driven shot, but sometimes the ball just skyrockets, and that was the case there. There we go. Podence answers back. I told you guys I'd get a goal in the first half, and it took us to the 44th minute, but we got it. Podence gets the equalizer, and it was a long time coming. I'm still feeling confident in this match. If we continue this sort of momentum in the next 45 minutes, we'll be just fine. Despite wasting a few clear chances, we are still looking like the dominant side. 6 shots, 2 on target, 61% of the possession. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Oh, Costa pulling off the skills. He just needs to send in the cross, and he will. Takes a deflection on the way in. Podain's chasing it down, and we'll get a throw in from a dangerous position. About 30 minutes left to play. I do want to make some substitutions. Ipswich seem to have the same idea in mind, but I think I'll wait till after this throw in. Costa playing in the middle to Afobe. That's intercepted. Next dead ball, I'll be making subs. We'll look to freshen up our attack by taking out Afobe and bringing on Bonatini. And Bakari has been the man in form for us, so we will swap him and Jota. And as per usual, we'll take Costa out due to his stamina issues and bring on Cavallero. This could work. It's Cavallero through on goal. That's a poor touch, but nice dribbling to hang on to possession. Somehow he's still on the ball, trying to find Podain's in the middle. And there were just too many Ipswich Town defenders, but we have a corner kick out of it. You guys know how effective this has been for us. We'll use the heel-to-heel flick to create some space, and now play this one in the middle. This is Ndai turning and shooting. That's another corner kick, and we'll do it on the same side, except this time I think I'm going to send it across, right into the middle. See if we can have someone win the header. Ndai tried, but it's cleared away. We hang on to possession. Still numbers 4. This is Doherty. Finding the pass in Podain's. He's pushed off the ball and finally cleared away. Unfortunately, we couldn't get much going in the second half. Only 2 shots throughout the entire match, and those missed chances in the first half really cost us 2 points and the win out of this one. But we still get man of the match with a 9.2 rating from Podain's. Reading did win their match 3-2, meaning that they leapfrogged us for the top spot in the championship. And our next match will be against 18th place Millwall, who sit in a very similar position to Ipswich Town. Stamina issues have played an impact on our squad selection for this match. Few players were low on stamina, so I optioned to start them on the bench, and if need be, I can bring them on. Starting from the top, we will have Bonatini, and he's actually a higher rated striker than Afobe, so I wouldn't consider that to be a downgrade. Ronan has gotten a few starts in cup fixtures, so he's experienced. This will be one of his first starts in the league, though. Saiz has been very solid from the midfield, and the same can be said from Courtney House. Overall, I'm just hoping to pick up 3 points against Millwall and turn things around. The last time we played against the 4-4-2, we actually lost the match against Sheffield Wednesday 1-0. I'm hoping for a different outcome this time. And not a strong start in this one. One of those turnaround shots or 180 shots that just have so much power behind it. Again, I can't put Ruddy to blame for this one. It's just a case where the CPU's meant to score. There we go, Bonatini looking to answer back right away. The shot right at Archer. Really should be doing better there. Here's Ronan, skipping by one Millwall player. Now to Bonatini, he's done really well here. Jota dribbling this one inside, the finesse shot right at the keeper once again. Yes, I know that's Jota's non-preferred foot, but I wish he'd be doing better there. Are you kidding me? How is he scoring that finesse shot? I was giving him a little bit of space because I wasn't expecting much from that effort, but these Millwall attackers seem to be putting everything away. It's 2-0 for Millwall just 25 minutes into the game. I'm taking a look at this replay. You can see here, I kind of covered the run instead of closing him down, and he just finished it really tidy. Jota, left-footed finesse shot, and off the post this time. We cannot catch a break. It's a great run being made. And we just need to hold off the player, Ruben Neves. Oh, I don't know what to say, guys. We are creating chances. It just isn't working out for us there. In that certain scenario, we had a defender closing him down, so I don't discredit Neves for not getting that on target, but that kind of sums up this first half. Well, that was certainly a first half that I'd like to forget, despite having the better stats. We are down 2-0, and there's one change that I'm going to make at this halftime break. I'm going to swap Costa and Jota, allowing them to cut inside, and when they do cut inside, they'll be on their preferred foot. Costa will be on his preferred left when he cuts in, Jota will be on his preferred right. We'll see if that makes a difference. Look at Jota, skipping by players with ease. If only he could have done this earlier. We're going to try to Burba spin inside, maybe get forced down. I don't know what that was, but we get a corner kick out of it. He like canceled his Burba spin in the weirdest animation that I've seen today. But we'll try this corner kick tactic and see if Costa can potentially find someone who's open. This is Ronan. Playing it over to Connor Cody, of all players. Play it back in the middle. Over to Ronan. Just no room to breathe. I'll play this one out wide. This is Jota, making a player miss. Looking for someone on the far post. We will play it. And it gets deflected, of course. 25 minutes left. And we are still without a goal. That'll be 3 for Millwall, and I don't think I need to talk about this one at all. It was one of those games where we're not going to win. We created chances, we just couldn't finish, and Millwall seemed to finish on every single one of their chances. We're 2 matches into the episode, and it just seems like we haven't warmed up yet, and we don't have our finishing boots on. We'll need to have that in store for the last match of the episode. Man of the match today, going to a Millwall player, it's Gregory with a 9.2. I received 2 unexpected emails before our final match of the episode. 2 of our Youth Academy players want out of the academy because they feel that they are ready for a senior squad call-up. Felix Meyer, he's been in the academy for quite some time, and he is one of our more promising prospects. So I will be calling him up. Adekunle, though, is a pretty recent addition, and if I recall correctly, he doesn't have the best overall rating, so I might not be calling him up because we already have several options to choose from at the goalkeeper position. And it looks like Uba is going to be the best one. He has the best value, has a 79 to 94 potential, whereas Adekunle, 52 overall, 75 to 94 potential. So I am just going to release him right away. And then we will be calling up Felix Meyer because, as you can see, he's a player for the future. And here's some confirmation that Meyer has accepted his contract. We'll look to feature him in this career mode fairly soon. I think word got out that Meyer got promoted because now Amaral wants to get promoted to the senior squad. And he's another one of those players that I planned on promoting, ideally at the end of the season, but there's not much I can do about it. We need to call him up when they feel that they're ready. So we will be promoting Amaral. He's a 63 overall player, 80 to 90 potential. That's good enough for me, and we'll see if he pans out to the upper end of his potential. Once again, here's the confirmation that Amaral has accepted his contract. Bristol City will be our final opponents today, and they are sitting 6th in the table, significantly higher than our last 2 opponents who were sitting closer to the relegation zone. Reading are still within reach, though. They're sitting on 51 points, just 3 points ahead of us. When you're having an off day on FIFA, something that I like to do is switch around the formation, and we've been very successful with this 5 at the back formation that you guys seem to love. So we'll be trying it out for this match. If I get a good result, we may look to make a more permanent switch to this formation. One of the perks of this formation is that you won't come up against much opposition that have an identical one to you, whereas the 4-2-3-1, it seems like it's something that championship sides like to use. Very good build-up play so far. We have an option here with Podence. The overlapping fullback is looking to get into space, but we'll keep playing this one around. Ndiaye finding Podence. Back to Ndiaye now, Afobe. And here's where our fullbacks come into play. Vinagre cutting in, finding Afobe. The finesse shot is a decent one, and still needs to make an early save. Well done from Mafosu Aye. And Podence making a run down the line. We'll get it to him. And now he needs to do all the hard work. Get by about 3 Bristol City defenders. Neves finding Ndiaye, and that's actually a penalty. An interesting start to the match. No card given to the defender, but we finally catch a break after an episode that everything has seemed to go against us. We'll need to bury this penalty first, and it will be Afobe to step up and take it. We'll put it off to our right, the keeper's left, and he's guessing the right way. Oh, great ball. Go and finish this one. Steele coming off his line. He has been the MVP for Bristol City, making 2 big saves and also saving a penalty kick. This could be a chance for us if we can play this one through to Kavler. Ref is letting us play on. And we have an open player on the far post. We just need to finish. And the defender coming to the rescue. Kelly putting in a heroic block. We do have a corner kick out of it. Podence dribbling this one in. Finding Bully. He's getting pushed around. He does get the effort off. Not on target, though. We'll go into the break. 0-0. Very similar to the first match. We are dominant in the statistics, but we don't yet have a goal to show for it. All we can do is keep pressing on. Maybe hope for another penalty or stroke of luck so we can get the opening goal. I will make an attacking change and swap off Neves for Prince. You guys know Prince is a box-to-box center midfielder, and that's what we need right now. Well done from Afobe. He just needs to finish. I believe that took a block. We are doing all the work. We just can't get the finishing piece. And I don't know who's going to be that player for us. We're strong from the back. We're creating good chances in the midfield. We just need that clinical striker up top. But speaking of chances, it's going to be Bristol City to get the opening goal of the match. And out of their first few opportunities, it's Brownhill who's able to get the opening goal. Come on, Podanes, finish this one for me. The shot! Okay, what is going on right now? We cannot finish a chance for the life of us. And the keeper continues to make saves. I'm starting to get annoyed because we're doing everything right up until the last piece. This will be Ndiaye playing in the middle. Afobe gets tackled inside the box. Clean tackle as well. I'm going to use the remainder of our substitutions because honestly I don't know what else to do. Afobe will be brought off and Bonatini will be brought on and a Bakari will be swapped for Podanes. That's going to be 2-0 for Bristol City. Ruddy with the save, but the deflection and the shot was unable to be cleared off the line. And another stroke of luck for Bristol City. There we go. Finally, we answer with a goal. I didn't do anything fancy there. Just a regular shot, and Bonatini's able to finish. I should have just picked up the ball. But still 25 minutes left to play in this one. I'm expecting at least a point, although I'd like to pick up the full 3 because we've been lackluster in this episode. Come on, Bonatini, finish! Oh, he just dribbled it a little bit too far away. He had a great opportunity if he could have kept that close to his feet for us to get a second goal, but we're still pushing on. It just seems like the momentum has changed completely, and we're playing with a higher tempo. But as I say that, we're unable to close down the striker, and the number 9 absolutely fires a shot from Ruddy. Fair play for that goal. I made a defensive mistake with the stand tackle that was mistimed, and the striker's able to finish. That's going to be a 4th goal for Bristol City. Everything seems to be working for them. That's going to be another penalty, and a soft one at that. I felt like the defender got ball. And it's going to be a straight red. Not going to be making a difference on this match, even if we were to score this. We're still down by 2 goals. But hey, I'm not going to pass on a penalty kick chance. This time, I'm going to shoot to the right again. See if the keeper goes the same way, and he goes the opposite direction. Bonatini buries it, whereas Afobe missed his. Won't make a difference for this match, but it's a consolation goal. It's pretty disappointing to be losing that match 4-2 looking at the statistics, but at the end of the day, goals are what matter, and Bristol City had the goals today. In terms of man of the match, it will go to a Bristol City player, Didu, with a 9.2. But guys, that'll bring an end to today's episode of the Wolves career mode. If you did enjoy today's episode and are liking the more consistent uploads, go ahead and leave a like on the video. It really does help out the channel. And if you're interested in following me on my social links, I have those in the description down below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.